This is Thursday, and Thursdays are turning into quite a time for us. We have our breakfast made for us, thanks to BCFresh. And this morning, Robert Belcham is here. He's the executive chef. He's got his restaurant at Fuel Restaurant, and Campagnolo. You can go onto their websites to check them out. BCFresh, Robert, what does it mean? First of all, tell us what you're making for breakfast.
Well, I'm making some stuffed pasta, potato agnolotti, with some golden beets, guanciale, and brown butter.
Guanciale, what's that?
Guanciale is a cured pork gel. It's something we make at the restaurant, and it's incredibly tender and tasty, and we use it to flavor a lot of different dishes.
Tell anyone who doesn't understand about fresh food versus brought in from southern Honduras. What's the difference?
The biggest difference, and this is what I tell all my cooks and everybody who will listen, is that it's all about flavor. The best tasting food comes from stuff that's from your own backyard because it was picked that week, or maybe if you're lucky enough that morning, and it's just so much better than the stuff that's been trucked in from who knows where.
Now, you're a philosopher, I can tell, because during some of the commercial breaks, you and I have been talking, and to quote you, when we stopped eating locally and fresh for a while, it was the downfall of civilization as you know it. To quote Robert Belcham.
It definitely hasn't helped Canada at all over the last 25 years. Farmers are having a harder and harder time every year. People are eating worse and worse every year. I mean, if people ate more locally, more sustainably, and thought about what they were eating as opposed to just filling their face, we'd all be better off.
Price-wise, is it competitive?
It is competitive if you eat in season. I mean, you're going to buy if you're going to eat strawberries in February, you're going to pay a premium for them because they're flying them in from Australia. Close.
Our Robert Belcham, our executive chef this morning, is the chef of the year, ladies and gentlemen. So, Mr. Mullen, I will hope you're here for the taste test, and Amy Jane also. There's also a $100 gift certificate for the BCFresh people.
Yeah, so Timmy will open the phone lines. The first person to call in that can name one ingredient that's in this dish gets the $100 BCFresh gift certificate.
280-9898. There's an offer you can't refuse. What was I going to go? The recipe. Where can people get the recipe too? We need to know whether Amy Jane, where's the recipe?
I don't know.
It'll be on our website. We'll put it up on our website as we're just about to be served. And as I always say, my mom told me not to eat with my mouth full, but I'm doing it for purely professional reasons this morning. Why did you choose this particular dish to make?
Well, it's very reminiscent of what we do at Campagnolo. Very simple. A potato stuffed pasta is very, very simple to do, and you're using guanciale, which is something you do every fall, and it's just very reminiscent of the season.
Where'd you get guanciale?
Guanciale is something we make at the restaurant. We're lucky enough to get some of the best pork available in BC. It's Sloping Hills pork from Qualicum Beach on Vancouver Island, and it just tastes so good.
This is absolutely magnificent. All around, yes, yes,
fantastic,
okay.
Beautiful.
The panel keeps you in the role of chef of the year.
Fantastic.
How do you choose BCFresh? You're going out. You say, okay, I've heard Robert talk about BCFresh. I don't know one veggie from another. How do you choose when you're picking them up at the store?
The first thing to do is if you can, go to your farmer's market. If you can't do that, when you're going on the highway and you see those farm fresh stands, stop at one of those. If you can't do that, most of the grocery stores these days have a little sign where it'll say where it's from. And I was just at Save-On last weekend, and it said where the apples were from BC, or the peppers were from BC, or whatever. Choose stuff that's grown in BC, and that's a simple step that every family can do, and it's easy. And
I may be saying the wrong thing here, but being with some French background that we have, we pick it up, we touch it, we smell it. We, like a melon or whatever, you press a little bit, have a little smell.
Absolutely.
Follow your nose.
Figure out what's in season. It'll always taste better if it's in season. I mean, we're coming into the fall now, so there's going to be lots of root vegetables, squashes, and that sort of thing. You shouldn't be eating tomatoes in January. Just simple as that.
Nice to have you here. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Robert Belcham, you can go onto his websites, check out his restaurants, and also BCFresh.